On the evening of December 20th, 1995, American Airlines Flight 965 was scheduled to take 155 passengers and crew from Miami International Airport to Alfonso Bonilla Aragon International Airport in Cali. It was a busy holiday season, and the passengers were a mix of families, tourists, and business travelers heading to Cali to spend Christmas with loved ones. The flight departed Miami slightly behind schedule but otherwise uneventfully. The Boeing 757-200, a modern aircraft for its time, was equipped with advanced navigation systems, and the weather en route was clear. The experienced flight crew consisted of Captain Nicholas Tafuri and First Officer Donald Williams, both seasoned pilots with thousands of hours of flight experience. Confidence was high that the flight would arrive safely. Approaching Cali, a perfect storm of errors. As the plane neared Cali, air traffic controllers cleared the flight for a visual approach to runway 19. Cali's airport is surrounded by mountainous terrain, making it a challenging destination. The crew was required to navigate carefully, using the plane's flight management system, FMS, which relied on radio beacons to guide the aircraft. Here, a critical error occurred. The flight crew mistakenly selected a navigation waypoint called ROSO, the initial fix for the approach, but the system instead locked onto a similarly named waypoint much farther away called Romeo. This error deviated the plane from its intended course and set it on a path toward the rugged mountains surrounding Cali. Adding to the confusion, air traffic control instructed the crew to expedite their descent. Under pressure to prepare for landing, the pilots were unaware of their deviation from the flight path. Instead of carefully cross-checking their navigation data, they became increasingly focused on configuring the aircraft for landing. The final minutes. As Flight 965 descended through 1,0,0,0 feet, its trajectory brought it dangerously close to the Andes Mountains. The airplane's ground proximity warning system, GPWS, suddenly sounded, "Tearing, pull up." The pilots reacted immediately, pulling the plane's nose up and applying full throttle in an attempt to climb. But the maneuver came too late. At 9:41 p.m., the Boeing 757 slammed into the side of El Diluvio, a mountain located 33 miles north of Cali. The impact was catastrophic. The fuselage disintegrated upon collision, scattering debris across the rugged terrain. The forested mountains absorbed much of the sound, leaving nearby communities unaware of the tragedy that had just unfolded. Miraculous survivors. Out of the 155 people on board, 4 passengers miraculously survived the crash: Mauricio Reyes, Mercedes Ramirez, Teresa Reyes, and her daughter, Michelle Rios, a 9-year-old girl. Their survival was attributed to sheer luck and their seating positions, as they were located in a section of the fuselage that remained somewhat intact. These survivors endured hours in the cold, dark wilderness before being rescued by local villagers and emergency responders. They recounted harrowing details of the crash and their desperate struggle to escape the wreckage. The investigation. The Colombian Civil Aviation Authority and the National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, launched a thorough investigation into the crash. Their findings revealed a combination of human error, procedural flaws, and technical limitations. Navigation error. The crew's incorrect selection of the Romeo waypoint led the aircraft off its intended course. This error highlighted the potential for confusion in the design of navigation systems. Loss of situational awareness. The pilots were unaware of their deviation from the flight path until it was too late, demonstrating a breakdown in cockpit communication and situational awareness. Inadequate terrain awareness. At the time, the aircraft was not equipped with the now standard Enhanced Ground Proximity Warning System, EGPWS, which could have provided earlier alerts about the impending collision. Air traffic control limitations. The controllers in Cali provided minimal guidance during the final moments of the flight, partly due to communication challenges and outdated radar systems. The aftermath and legacy. The crash of Flight 965 was one of the deadliest aviation accidents in Colombian history. It deeply affected the families of the victims and shook the aviation industry. In the wake of the tragedy, significant changes were implemented to enhance flight safety. Enhanced navigation protocols. Airlines worldwide adopted stricter protocols for using navigation systems and waypoints, ensuring greater accuracy in flight paths. Introduction of EGPW. The Enhanced Ground Proximity Warning System became mandatory on commercial aircraft, providing pilots with earlier and more precise warnings of terrain hazards. Training programs for pilots were revamped to emphasize communication, situational awareness, and teamwork in the cockpit. A somber reminder. Today, Flight 965 is remembered not only for its tragic loss of life, but also for the critical lessons it provided to the aviation industry. The crash serves as a sobering reminder of the complexities of modern aviation and the vital importance of vigilance, technology, and rigorous training in ensuring the safety of air travel. For the families of the victims, the holiday season will forever carry the weight of their loved ones' memories. Yet the survivors' stories of resilience and the industry's determination to prevent similar accidents offer a glimmer of hope amidst the sorrow.